Hello and welcome to the South India edition of the Property Show. Over the next 60 minutes, we'll bring you the top micro markets and tell you what makes them click. What's the right price to buy or sell property at, and what are some of the big trends in southern real estate? Coming up on the show today, Telangana celebrates its first birthday and we find out the milestones of this past year which have made Hyderabad Realty an exciting story. Next stop will be Bengaluru and we bring you a ground report on Hennur Road, why making here makes sense today. Then, of course, on to some of the micro market reviews and culling out top property options in your budget. Under 40 lakh properties in Gachibowli, high-tech city, Hyderabad. Whitefield, of course, never misses a chance to feature on our show. What are your best picks in 60 lakh rupees? Ambattur, Chennai, again, a market which is beginning to see a spark of interest. Similar budget, Kochi, also 60. We've got three, actually, cities covered in a budget of 60 lakhs. That's the number we call as a sweet spot of real estate. Sameer Jasuja joins me on the show, CEO and founder of Prop Equity. His data tells you what are some of your top picks and what's really happening going on in a particular market. So what are we going to cover up front? Whitefield, Electronic City, Kanakpura Road, and then we will go on to Hyderabad and then Chennai and Kochi. So don't go anywhere. Let's bring on our first caller, Ajit Ray, on the phone. Ajit, hi, welcome. Tell us, how can we help you?
I'm actually looking some property in the Whitefield area in Bangalore. So my budget is around 55 to 60 lakh, and mostly I'm looking for some position should be by 2016 or something like that. So currently I have choose two projects, which is one is Amrita Heights, and second project is Unica Emporium. Can you suggest me some other projects which will be actually good near to those areas, or if you, whatever property I choose, whether that is good or not, if you can suggest me?
All right, I think he's already done a decent amount of study, research, found some good projects. Nothing wrong with these projects in his time frame of getting ready in 2016. What do you think, Sameer?
Sure. I think the Amrita Heights project to begin with is a very good project, matches your criteria bang on in Whitefield itself at 3950, where the weighted average price of the market stands today at about 4150, so lower than the weighted average price of the market. The project has decent amenities also, like a swimming pool, clubhouse, kids play area, modern gym. And the project's size is also perfect, of about 246 units, and a 2 BHK is also a good size of 1200 square feet approximately. However, Unica Emporios, although being a great project, is way out of the budget. The 2 BHK option is working out at 83 lakhs, which is really outside. Although the USP of the project is it's got a private pool for apartments, and also they have apartments without pool as well. It's a really high-end luxury project, I would say, with concierge services, sky lounge, cricket pitch, bowling alley. So if you can up your budget, nothing wrong with the project, you can go ahead with it. We've got some more options for you lined up for in Ambattur and Whitefield. More so in Whitefield. Here the inventory overhang is still below the danger zone, although sales have really slowed down in Bangalore as well. Whitefield still at 23 months of inventory overhang and Ambattur at 16 months. On the weighted average price scale, as I was mentioning, for the mid segment, Whitefield's trading at 4150 and Ambattur is following at 3700. On the price appreciation front, for the mid segment, about 9.5% for Whitefield and 10.5% for Ambattur. The other two projects that you can consider are in Whitefield, MGR Pearl. This is a slightly more expensive because of the good location it has at 4490. The project also has excellent amenities like a multi-speciality gym, tennis court. It's approved. It's 3 kilometers from ITPL with all lifestyle amenities I was mentioning. Samudra Shinkaram by Samudra Constructions at 4399. This is on the Whitefield Hoskote Road, developing rapidly with a lot of apartments. It will be ready by end of 2016 as per your requirement. Again, the amenities are reasonably good, including a shuttle court besides the clubhouse and swimming pool, which has become pretty standard now, and a well-equipped gym. And this is on a total land area of 4 acres.
All right, so two options that you've chosen, Ajit, are both good to go. Of course, one of them is more expensive, so if you can extend your budget, but within your budget of 60 lakh rupees, we've culled out two other properties. Take a look at these, and of course, house is all about falling in love with the specifications and then deciding which one you want to buy. Divakar on the phone line with us. Divakar, hi, go ahead. I believe you also want to buy something in Bengaluru. Tell us what are your requirements. Okay. We just seem to have lost the line. Okay, let's take his email. He says, kindly advise whether a purchase would be better in Electronic City or Hosur Road or Begur Road. I plan to buy a ready-to-move-in flat and rent it out. My budget is capped at 45 to 50 lakh, require a 3 BHK with parking, approximately 1500 square feet area. Oh, wow. So 3 markets, Sameer, which one would you go for in terms of?
Keeping Divakar's budget in mind and the requirement of an investment property also, tomorrow rental would be a good option. So Electronic City seems to be the best bet in terms of infrastructure and rental. That's doing really good over there, keeping this budget in mind. The inventory overhang is also very safe at 12 months. With the weighted average price of the property is being there around 4,100 rupees a square foot, and lots of options available way below that depending on locations, and we've got that for you. So ultra safe market, appreciation wise also is done very well, 12.5% annualized appreciation, one of the best performing micro markets. Because of the low base and even lower project prices, GK Meadows, for example, by GK Shelters at 3,400 rupees, 700 rupees cheaper than the weighted average price of the market. And it's a single block apartment of G+9 stories. Even though it's a single block small complex, they're offering you a reasonable amount of amenities. As such, shopping malls and entertainment is also quite close by. It's 500 meters from the Hosur main road of Electronic City. And the second project is Luminous Amaltas by Shrivan Estates at 3,500. This project is getting ready this year itself in 2015 and has reasonably decent sized, mid-sized development of 145 units. G+4 stories, so low rise, and there are 20 different types of amenities in this project. Lastly, we have Prakriti Solitaire by Nandini Builders at 3,450. Amenities here include a swimming pool, toddlers pool, gymnasium and many other facilities in a 4.2-acre land parcel. And here the project is coming out in 2 phases, out of which phase 1 is ready in the 2 BHK segment, and the other segment has bigger 2 BHKs of 1,300 square feet, which will be available ready shortly.
All right, so this market in fact looks so exciting, Sameer. I mean, you know, you keep talking about this whole thing about real estate slowing down, but then you have an Electronic City where inventory overhang is only 12 months, which is very, 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 very safe in today's market.
The other thing
and
is
appreciation of 12.5%.
Yeah, but this is a lot to do with the past. What has happened with Bangalore is last 6 months is where the maximum pain has started to come in. So that doesn't factor in the previous appreciation. So it's now slowing down. But Bangalore always remains to be an exciting market, both because of the kind of employment generation and the right kind of employment generation that is happening. And the supply has not gone overboard like an NCR or a Thane for that matter. So that's why you see low inventory overhangs in Bangalore, because A, new launches have reduced, supply is not that much, and slow sales are happening compared to what they were happening a year and a half ago.
All right, so that's the Bengaluru Electronic City market that we just spoke about, and of course gave you some great options in that budget of 50 lakh rupees. All right, next up we've got Rahul Jha on the phone line. Rahul, hi. Kanakpura Road, that's your preferred micro market. Tell us what's your budget and what kind of property are you planning to buy?
Yeah, hi, this is Rahul, and I'm looking for a pre-launch stage. So there is one project called Brigade Meadows that is coming, and there is one phase, that is a third phase coming out, which is named as Plumeria. And my budget is around 70-75 lakhs, and it's 1530 square feet. So I wanted to know whether that's a good one to go for or... Yeah.
All right. Well, the name Brigade is, of course, very, very well known, very dependable name, Sameer. So I think we can say that, all right, you can buy a pre-launch project from a Brigade group. What else? I mean, but we always want to give more choices, isn't it?
Absolutely. So keeping the weighted average price of the market, which is at 5,000 rupees over here for the mid segment, this project is actually available at a steal, and for the right reasons, because it's at a pre-launch stage. You're getting it at about 3,940 rupees a square foot. So that is a big attraction, and it's a part of a very large development. It's a 60-acre odd development, integrated enclave kind of model. USP of the project is that it's coming up in 3 phases. Brigade is a good name, reliable name to go ahead with. Fantastic amenities, including a clubhouse, kindergarten, healthcare center, coffee shop, cricket practice pitch. You name it, they have it. They have 10 more amenities that I can't even spell out in such a short span of time. I'll just come to the key data points of this micro market, which is doing reasonably okay. Inventory overhang is safe again at 20 months. Price appreciation is around about 9.5 to 10% on an annualized basis. And there are two other projects that you can consider is Hummingbird, again by Chartered Housing at 4,700 rupees, so reasonably well priced. Good amount of amenities here as well. It's going to benefit from the upcoming Namma Metro, which is 3.5 kilometers away. And currently the foundation work is going on and will be ready by 2017. And lastly, we have Shravanti Palladium by Shravanti Group at 4,200, way below the weighted average price of the market. Getting ready next year, decent amount of amenities, including a meditation hall, a pool deck and a swimming pool. And the total land area of this is about 1 acre, so a small project.
Small project, all right, but an interesting name, Samir, Hummingbird.
Yeah.
By Chartered Housing. I love the play of names, but I'm sure
especially
that
in Bangalore.
Yes, I'm sure with a lot of nature, originally a lot of natural habitats in Bangalore. Possibly that was one of the birds found in that area where the project is, and that's the reason perhaps that you have Bangalore. All right, if you want to stay both close to the city and be relatively closer to the airport in Bengaluru, residential projects in Hennur Road may be the location you're seeking out. Lakshmi Sivdas actually goes out and finds out what makes this region tick.
The opening of the international airport in Devanahalli had heated up real estate prospects in various pockets of North Bengaluru. While it opened up many micro markets for development, there is one area that is expected to have an edge over the others, the Hennur Road micro market.
When you compare it to other parts of North, which you look at Yelahanka, you look at other pockets of Yelahanka on the way to Devanahalli, this zone seems to be far better developed, and Devanahalli is developing faster. Yelahanka is taking time, but yes, this zone seems to be catching up fire in terms of investor and as well as actual user demand.
What's making this zone tick? Its strategic location. While it is close to the international airport, it also branches off from the IT corridor of the outer ring road, unlike the other micro markets in North Bengaluru. Apart from this, it is also close to the commercial hubs of Hebbal, ITPL and Whitefield, both about 5 and 15 kilometers away from it. The addition of newer infrastructure is expected to fuel demand further.
Infrastructure overall is far better, and now with the metro connectivity coming as close to Hennur on the Thane-Sandra belt and other, and with the peripheral ring road which also cuts through from the airport expressway into all the way to Thane-Sandra and beyond, I think connectivity via road and metro, of course, in future will make a huge difference.
Home buyers here are attracted to the relatively affordable homes here, priced between 4,500 to 5,000 rupees a square foot. Investors, meanwhile, have seen annualized returns of about 11% for the last 2.5 years.
The proximity to East Bangalore, so people who cannot afford East Bangalore like Whitefield, they are picking up properties in North Bangalore because the rates are almost 20% less than East Bangalore. So these are some of the factors, and plus corporates are also moving towards North Bangalore.
Top developers present here include Mantri Developers, Nitesh Estates and the Puravankara Group. However, social infrastructure still has some gaps which need to be filled. Educational institutes here cater only to the more affluent, and so do hospitals like Columbia Asia. Before buying a home here, keep in mind that infrastructure is not equally well developed in all areas of Hennur Road. It will take at least another 5 years for the area to mature and become completely livable. From Bengaluru, with camera person Govind, Lakshmi Sivdas for NDTV.
And now from Bangalore, let's hop across to Hyderabad. We've got Jeevan Bhadre on the phone line. Jeevan, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm looking for a double-bedroom flat in Miyapur or Chandanagar. My budget is 32 lakhs. So kindly suggest me a good project with this budget, and what will be appreciation I'll be getting here within 5 years.
So this is a pure investment, Jeevan? You want to buy for an investment or to live in?
No, actually I'm there in Hyderabad for job purpose right now. But so for that reason I'm planning now.
Okay, so it is an end use, but of course everyone who buys real estate, Samir, wants to see some appreciation in it. Between Miapur and Chandanagar, can I take a guess on which one you will pick?
Can.
Okay,
By all means.
Miapur.
So for simplistic reasons, actually not me, it's the infrastructure that's too predictable over there. The social and physical infrastructure is much better there. The weighted average price for both the micro markets is higher than 3,000, but that's the lowest that you can get in terms of apartments over there. So you'll have to increase your budget by 5 to 10 lakhs if one can get you a decent 2 BHK as well. Like Manisha rightly pointed out, Miapur, for all the right reasons, weighted average price being 3,600. Although we've got slightly cheaper projects, inventory overhang excellent at 12 months, and price appreciation also now at 7% on an annualized basis. The projects over here are Prajapati Light Phase 3 in Miapur at 2,800 rupees a square foot, located in Miapur around 5 kilometers from KPA HB. Amenities are being offered at such low prices, but very few, like a gym and just a meditation room. The second one is Eco Valley at Miapur, again Shrija Builders and Developers, 2,750. The project is next to HMDA Park, mid-sized project of 120 units. The project's got again hardly any amenities except a gym. And TriStar Home, 3,300 rupees a square foot, space-time group. Here the amenities have some water bodies, multi-purpose hall, etc., but not much to talk about. And this is a G+5 story structure in 1.5 acres.
All right, so here's a quick summary. This is the Hyderabad Miapur market that we are speaking about, some of the options, and just look at that mouth-watering budget, 30 lakh. 3 options for you. Take a pick. All right, that's Miapur, but on the other side, we will continue with some other high-performing markets of Gachibowli. Meantime, you can check out our property tracker that traces all the hot new properties getting launched in the market. Today's pick, Casa Grande, Alandur by Casa Grande in Alandur, Chennai.